Hey there, it is your friend Chris Luck, and I am the creator of AIville, which is the largest community in the world for people like yourself that might be trying to learn how to use AI. And I want to welcome you to my office, and they are actually cutting concrete outside my window right now. And I swear they just started doing that right before I started going live. And if there's a little bit of background noise, I do apologize. And I just I just finished eating steak and rice and quinoa for lunch, and I feel like I got some in my teeth. So if I do, I apologize for that. Also, today what we're gonna do, if you've never been on my YouTube channel before, I like to go live and teach people how to use AI and just do it in a lot of really interesting ways and show you how you can use AI to really live a better life, how you could use AI to make some money on the side, how to use AI to be better at your job. And today, what I'm going to do is something very different. And this is going to be a work with me session, or you could also look at this as like a study with me session because I'm going to be working right now, but I'm also kind of studying something new. And what I'm going to do is just share my screen here in a minute, and I've got you're gonna look over my shoulder and probably you're gonna see a lot going on. But you're gonna also see my agenda and my to-do list for today. And this isn't a I don't really have this planned out in the sense that I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know. I've got a lot to learn, and you can just kind of learn along with me. So um, yeah, and I plan on chatting with a lot of you in the chat. So let me just take a look at all of you that are here. So I want to first off, just I always like doing a shout out to everyone that is here. So welcome Magnus, and thank you Kirk by saying welcome back. My lead developer inside of AIville, Waleed, actually uh, reminded me that it's been about 50 days since I've been on YouTube, live on YouTube. And I'll talk about that too, because there's a lot that has been going on in the last 50 days. And I'll cover that at the end of the live stream because I know people that are just coming here now and kind of wondering where I went to. I'm here. I didn't go anywhere, but I am back, and I plan on going live every day, Monday through Friday, again on my YouTube channel. And what's up, Sydney, coming from San Francisco? And thank you for the regulars that have made it back in. So we have Susan, and we've got Polly, and we've got Michael coming in from New York. And what's up, Birdie? Thanks for finding me back here again, Birdie. And we have Arctic Ram, that's a brand new member, and then the video stopped. So all is well. All is well with me. It's just a lot has been going on. And I'm glad a lot of you are saying that you're glad I'm back. So I'm glad I am back also. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to share my screen. And if you're catching the recording of this, then that's fine too. You can kind of see on the like below me, like over here, below my video, you're going to see today's to-do list. So the way I want to do these work with me sessions, which is what I'm going to be doing all this week and probably next week and then week after and probably for quite a while, is I'm going to have a topic that I'm going to cover. And this is a topic that I need to learn myself. And today's topic is I'm going to try to create a viral ASMR AI video from scratch. And you're going to see my to-do list here is I'm going to ask ChatGPT, about AI ASMR. I'm going to hunt down the most popular videos. I'm going to steal their style like an artist. You're going to see how I'm going to do that. You're going to see me experiment with my first video. You're going to see how I'm going to dig into how much money we can actually make with AI ASMR videos. So I just want to make sure that you all can hear me. So I see Birdie in the chat says that I can't hear you. So if you can hear me, just say yes in the chat so I know that you are able to hear me. So it looks like Horror Junkie says I can hear him just fine. So if you can't hear me, you might just want to pop out and pop back in. So the reason why we are covering viral AI ASMR videos today is because it has been a trending topic inside of AIville for quite a while. And like I said, AIville is a massive community for people that are using AI. And then what I did was I even then took it a step further and I went and looked at Google Trends, and obviously AI ASMR is kind of trending up right now. So that's really good. And then what I also did was I went to vidIQ, which is what I like to do for YouTube content research. And on vidIQ, you can see I put in AI ASMR, and there's 855,000 people searching for this, 48,000 views per hour, and then all the things that people are relating to AI ASMR is oddly satisfying and all that. But what I like to do is I like to click on questions and see what kind of things are people wanting to know about on YouTube. And one of the top things is how to create ASMR videos with AI. So, putting all this stuff together, you figure, inside of AIville. So, again, being the creator of AIville, seeing everything trending inside of AIville with AI, ASMR, and then seeing it breaking out on Google Trends, seeing it trending on vidIQ, I figure I need to sit and figure this out because I want to create a whole blueprint and a whole course for everybody inside of AIville about AI, ASMR videos and how you can make money from it. Especially as a freelancer, either making these videos for yourself or making them for other people. So normally what I do is I just go and do not disturb, and I just go MIA for a while and just hibernate behind the computer and figure it out. Then I surface and do a blueprint and show you what to do, and it looks like I got it all figured out. But it took a lot for me to figure it out. So that's what I'm doing today is I'm actually figuring it out. So again, this isn't like a hands-on follow along with me. It's kind of more of you're just going to watch me work. So I apologize if this is going to be a little bit boring, but this is the day in the life of Chris Luck. And since I am seeing a lot of you popping in that are kind of regulars and seeing that I'm coming back, I'll just give you a quick recap as far as why I've been gone for the last 50 days. So if you're not friends with me on Facebook, you can just go to facebook.com/chris.luck, and then you'll see kind of what my life has been kind of up to. So I've been grilling a lot, but that doesn't change why I haven't been on YouTube. But I've been taking my oldest daughter out. Rodeos are a really big thing right now around where I live, and we're trying to find rodeos and go to those. And my youngest daughter just got on a new softball team called the Blaze. So really busy with softball right now. And then also still grilling. And then my youngest daughter just turned 14. So had her 14th birthday, which took a lot. And then spending a lot of money on gas right now. It's with a Jeep. This is a post I did saying I'm really thinking about getting a Tesla because I have a Jeep Rubicon 392, so it has a Hemi in it. $94 to fill that tank up, and it gets 11 miles to the gallon. But so anyway, been spending money on gas, and then I saw Mary Tucker post on my Facebook, waiting for my next online event. So like I said, it's been a long time coming. My oldest daughter just turned 16 on July 1st, so we're looking for a car for her right now. And I was doing deadlift competitions, an army thing, and then let's see what else. My youngest daughter gave me, for Father's Day, she had a softball tournament on Father's Day and hit an over the fence home run on the first pitch of the game and signed the softball for me. So I've been very busy just with personal life, but now that is all kind of calming down. And my birthday comes up August 1st, and I'll be turning 45. Not sure what I'm going to be doing yet for my birthday, but that is just kind of a quick update as far as what I've been up to. So I am now back into YouTube. I'll be doing this every day. And like I said, for the next week or two, I'm going to be focusing on work with me sessions because I've got a lot to do because I have a lot of blueprints I need to work on. So that being said, I need to put my headphones in. I'm sorry if you don't like this kind of music. You can mute if you want, but I'm going to put my headphones in. I'll kind of imagine you're sitting next to me, and I'll just kind of walk through the things that I'm doing and why I'm doing them. And hopefully by the goal is by the end of this, we are going to have successfully created an AI ASMR video from scratch, and we're going to know all the steps to do it. And then now that I will have figured it out, I'll be able to create an official blueprint for it and put that inside of AIville for everybody in a little bit. So let me get my headphones in. And it's so weird because I have like noise canceling on. So I put them in so I don't hear things around me and I can just kind of focus on what I'm focusing on. So I'm going to hit play on my music. And for anyone that's curious about the music I'm about to listen to, there is somebody that I got to know. He's on Spotify. He goes by the name Crazy Monkey, and he does this lo-fi music, but it's classical music, and I just work really well to it. And I got permission from him a while back where if I ever want to play his music on my live streams, I'm just going to do a shout out to him. So he's kind of a newer up and coming artist. And so if you're interested in this kind of music on Spotify, his name is Crazy Monkey. So we're going to go ahead and hit play on this, and then it should be pretty low. The music should be pretty low, but at least I can kind of focus and then hear myself talk a little bit too as we're going. So if you can hear the music, just type in music in the chat so I know. And if you do like the style of this work with me session that I'm doing, let me know throughout the chat too as we're doing this if you're liking this or not. Because again, I got to work and I don't want to keep staying off of YouTube while I'm working. So let's get started. The first thing is I need to ask ChatGPT about like just AI ASMR in general. So what I'm going to do, I could use AIville, all the tools inside of AIville for this, but I know everyone on YouTube is not members of AIville, so I don't want to make this look like an AIville commercial. So I'm going to use public tools outside of AIville, so anyone on YouTube can see they can do all this on their own if they want. So, and thank you for everyone in the chat saying music. So I'm glad you can hear it. And hopefully you can still hear me over the music. I think I have it turned down a little bit. So, okay. So the first thing I want to do is, I use Whisper Flow, which is just like a dictation tool that's really good for really anything that you're doing. Like if you want to talk to AI or you want to go from talking to AI to sending an email or anything like that, I've got it up on my computer. So this is what it looks like. It's just called Whisper Flow. So I can hold down a button and then talk, and then it just does a better dictation for me than actually talking directly to AI. So, and thank you, Joanne, by saying perfect for the music. Okay, so let's see. Tell me everything you can find out about this new trend of creating viral AI ASMR videos, and where can I find some of the top videos out there with the most views, and about how much are people making in this industry? Okay, so I'm using right now at the time of this work with me session, it is ChatGPT 5.6 Soul. I'm just going to have it on medium, so the results come pretty quick. Normally, I would be running this on extra high, and I would multitask, so I'd be waiting for a response, but then go do something else. So I'll just do medium, so that kind of keeps this live stream going pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and read this aloud too. Here, I'll go zoom in a little bit so we can read this. So, okay, so ChatGPT is going to map out the trend, find the highest view examples across TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, separate the real monetization from the hype. And then something you're going to notice with ChatGPT is that you can attach different plugins and stuff to it. I have the vidIQ plugin attached to it. You have to have a membership or a paid account with vidIQ to do it. So what it's doing is it's pulling in data from vidIQ, which is great because this is all about AI ASMR videos. So the fact that it's getting it from vidIQ is really good. So the first thing on today's to-do list is to ask ChatGPT about that. And what I want to do is actually make sure that, let me see if I can figure out my settings on Todoist. So I'm using this app called Todoist. Here, let me not share my screen for a second because it might show like my login and everything. So I don't want that. Yep, that's exactly what it's doing. So I need to make it where whenever I am done, like when I cross something off, it'll actually still show the item on the screen. So people that are watching this can kind of follow along with what I'm actually doing. But I don't know where that is. Well, shoot. I think it's just going to... Well, you get to enjoy the music here for a second. Why? I'm trying to figure this out. There's a way I can have it show completed items. And this would also be another great example for ChatGPT is if I don't know what to do, I will actually do a screenshot and then go into ChatGPT and then just say, how do I do this? And that's exactly what I'm actually going to do right now. Let me go small. Okay, so it has worked for 45 seconds, by the way, to help me with understand this viral ASMR stuff. So what I'm actually going to do is I want to open a new chat, a new tab, because I need to... I am using Todoist on the Mac, and I'm trying to figure out where I can go in the app to have it show the completed items on a list. Where do I go in the app to figure that out? So I am an AI power user. I use AI for absolutely everything. Like I'm test driving different vehicles right now for my 16-year-old daughter before I'm having her test drive them. And I don't know where some settings are in some vehicles. So I'm literally taking pictures of certain buttons in cars and like, what's this mean? What's this mean? And it's crazy. Okay, so it says, looks like close that 3-dot menu, click display at the top right of the project. Click display near the top right of the project. Okay, so close these 3. Okay, so display. Well, there's list. Oh, there it is. Show complete. Well, you can't see it because I'm covering, but cool. So it helped me out. It helped all of us out because now we can actually see the completed tasks. So if I click on Ask ChatGPT about ASMR, because I just did that, it'll clear it out. And then we can kind of see the items that have been cleared out for the day. Okay, so let's go ahead and thanks by saying glad to see you. Glad to see all of you too that are here hanging out with me. All right, so jumping back to understanding what is actually happening with viral ASMR. So we're working right now. So I need to actually read this. So AI ASMR became a major short form format mid-2025 after Google introduced VO3. So it looks like VO3 is what got AI ASMR videos kind of popping off. August 2025, YouTube's own trends team was highlighting ASMR as a new category for AI. It's no longer just glass fruit cutting. The larger trend is showing viewers a material, a texture, a physical experience that could never exist in real life, paired with the sound that makes it feel real, which that is super cool. Okay, let me try to adjust something here. There we go. I just don't want my screen to look all messy for all of you. Okay, so examples like glass fruit being sliced, gemstone butter. Okay, got that. How big is it? There's no reliable public measurement, but platforms do not separate it from ASMR. ASMR generated 90 billion views during 2022. The AI version already produced 10 million views, 20 million views, 30 million. Some report case 60 million views. Okay, some of the largest examples. I still have food in my mouth. Food's eating food. That's interesting. Cutting glass avocado, and it's showing me like about how many views these videos are getting. So these are quick little like 9-second videos you can create on any AI video tool out there very easily, and they're racking up just ridiculous amounts of views. And what's really cool is it looks like here I should be able to click on like glass fries ASMR, and it can actually take me directly to that video. And I need to mute my audio. I need to mute my music so we can actually listen to this. Crank this up. Okay, that was kind of stupid.
Glass fries ASMR.
That was posted. It got 22 million views, and it just says glass fries ASMR, and then it didn't even work right. Like it exploded whenever she took a bite of it. Okay, so that's great. Knowing that videos like that are killing it, we can create something. Hopefully, by the end of this work with me session, we can create something way beyond that. Okay, the most revealing result is the first one. A channel with 15,000 subscribers generated approximately 37 million views on a 37 million views on a 9-second video. Okay, so Shorts is definitely going to be the engine that drives all this stuff. Okay, it's giving you some Instagram stuff. Squish ASMR. This would be interesting because I know kids right now, they're all into these, they call them like squishies. So that would be interesting. That'd be a fun one to make, is something that involves squishy stuff. Adjacent real world. So TikTok is going to give us some examples. The strongest AI ASMR case widely reported involved a teenager allegedly earned about £8,000 per month on one VO-generated video exceeding 60 million views in a week. So it looks like, what's 8,000 pounds converted into dollars? I don't even know. Hang on. What is 8,000 pounds converted in US dollars? Someone probably already knows in the chat. $10,000. Okay, so when we come across, okay, so on TikTok, $10,000 someone reported they made off a video with 60 million views. So here, let's pull up a calculator here. So if we took, what would we do? 10,000 divided by 60 million, or 60 million divided by 10,000? No, it would be 60 million divided by 10,000. That's not right. I'm trying to figure out, like, what would that, here. I have to figure all this math out now, because I'm going to eventually do a blueprint for all this inside of AIville. And that's why I need to figure all this out. And then I'm going to go back and actually watch the recording of this work with me session and pull notes for myself. So that's why you don't see me taking notes about this. I'm just kind of going with it, because this is how I work. Okay, let's, what am I going to say here? Thank you, Kevin, by saying, missed you too, Kevin. Okay, what am I going to say? If a video that got 60 million views made $10,000, then how much would a video make with only 1 million views, given that information? Okay, just so you all know, you could probably do this math in your head. I was given a calculator in 3rd grade. So my 3rd grade teacher, Mr. Dabbs, we had a wall, like a calculator wall in the back of the classroom, and I never learned multiplication. I learned multiplication on a calculator. So I don't, like, if you said, Chris, what's 7 times 8? I don't know. Like, and I don't know division or anything, because we learned on a calculator. So, okay, so it looks like 10,000 divided by 60 is about $166 per million views. Okay. The reason I want to know that is because when the next thing we're about to do is hunt down the most popular videos, and I just want to do the math kind of on the fly. Like, when I see videos that have so many views, like millions of views, how much money are those videos making just off advertising sitting on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. And if everybody can say hello to my mom actually showed up. Yeah, my mom says, I didn't know you're online. I didn't know I was going to be online either today, Mom. I starting a new YouTube kind of my next run of videos on YouTube. I'm just calling work with me. So this is like just the day in the life of me working. And I figure I'm just going to turn on my camera, share my screen, imagine everyone sitting here next to me, and we're just hanging out and working together because I have to learn how to create AI ASMR videos because I'm going to make a blueprint showing people how to do this to make money doing this inside of AIville. But I have to learn how to do it first before I can teach it. So instead of me just doing it privately, I'm going to do it publicly. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. I still feel like I have rice in I should have flossed my teeth before we started. Okay, so 166, I need to write that down or else I'll forget. Here, I got a pen and paper here. Okay. Okay, so 100, we're just gonna call $150 just to be a little more conservative. Okay, so I love, by the way, to write things on a notebook. And if anyone is interested in really nice notebooks, I would tell you the name of this, but I can't pronounce it. I have bought hundreds of different brands of notebooks to try to find the one that has like the best paper that is from Japan. Like Japan's textiles and everything for paper is incredible. So this is called Maruman, Maruman, and it is just a spiral notebook, but it's a beautiful notebook. And writing on this thing, it feels like you're just writing on like butter. Like it's so incredibly soft. And then I got these little number 2 pencils. Okay, so $150. Now let's go ahead and go back and then keep reading through this. So why do these videos go viral? Because they create an immediate reality violation. Okay, the viewer recognizes an object instantly, but also knows something's wrong. Like glass should shatter, not slice. Lava should not behave like syrup. No language is required, so there's no dialogue, there's no backstory, there's no cultural context. They generate retention through anticipation. So the object appears, then something approaches. Okay. The best clips loop invisibly. That's interesting. So 8 and 9 second clips can restart before the viewer consciously even realizes that the video ended. So a person who watches a 9-second short for 14 seconds has produced more than 150% average. This is crazy. This is really cool stuff when it comes to like view count and everything. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Turn my music back on, but then I realized it was way too loud. Okay, I can see why this is really taken off then, and why AI ASMR stuff, these videos are just getting ridiculous amount of views because YouTube sees them as not just a lot of watch time, but people just keep watching the same videos over and over and over. It's because they're getting sucked in to the AI ASMR, kind of the beauty of it. Okay, so they provoke comments without requiring controversy. Like, which one would you eat? Part 2, third one was best. The trend is already evolving. It's giving you impossible material systems. Okay, so one thing that I will say for those of you that are considering doing this is do not use something like ChatGPT or anything to try to come up with your own ideas. Like, don't look at this and say, oh, I'm going to do a liquid chrome mason jar with, squishy goo in it or something. Like, don't make stuff up, because what we're going to do next is we're going to hunt down the most popular videos, and then we're going to model after the most popular videos to start. So let's keep going through here. How much are people making? That was an important part that I was curious about. So it looks like creators on YouTube are earning about 4 to 5 cents per 1,000 views, but so it's substantially less on YouTube. So about 1 million views can be $40 to $50. 10 million views, you can make about $400 to $500 per 9-second video. So let's say I'm going to write that down on my Japanese notebook. So TikTok was about $150 per 1 million views. And then YouTube was about $50 for 1 million views. Okay. Now, a viral 20 million view short can look like a fortune from the outside, but it can generate less than a long-term, like long-form video. And that's because obviously the longer the videos, the more opportunities there are to play ads and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so possible income is like just start cranking out short form videos that generate 1 to 5 million views. And then if you have no back end monetization, you can make like up to about $500 a month is a small getting started thing. And if you want to make up to around like $3,000 a month, you want to post on shorts, TikToks, and reels. And then stronger creator businesses, you can make over $15,000 a month. Or if you're really all in on this, you could make over $50,000 a month with viral AI ASMR videos. And then it goes into talking about people that are making the most. And I'll go back and really dig deep into this whenever I'm building the blueprint for this. So, well, thanks, Michael. Michael says YouTube videos like this are why AI build members are so far out in front of the rest of the AI world. I appreciate that. So I said, I'm just learning today. Like, even though you're all working with me, hopefully you're all kind of studying with me too. I didn't know if I wanted to call this a work with me session or a study with me session, but I'm kind of doing both. Okay, so we got the idea. We know what AI ASMR videos are. ChatGPT just told us that. So mark that off my list. So next is we want to hunt down the most popular videos. So before I get to that, I'm going to take like just a little drink break between each one of these steps today. And I want to make sure that you are kind of liking what I'm doing, because this is a totally new thing that I've never done before on YouTube, is just put my headphones in, listen to my music that I listen to when I work like I normally do, but talk through what I'm doing, and then just have you by my side while we're working. If you like this, just let me know in the chat right now. And if you're watching the recording of this, leave a comment, like if you like this style on my channel, because I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I've been terrified to do it because it's extremely vulnerable, I guess, because I mean, we got started and I had like quinoa in between my teeth and you're watching my horrible math skills, and you're watching me trying to learn stuff. Like this is really challenging to do is what I'm doing, but I want to try it because I've never done it before. And I just like pushing myself into like more uncomfortable positions every so often. So this is me being uncomfortable today. Okay, so let me know if you like this. And then thanks, Mike, by saying good to see you back. Just saw the announcement about this. I appreciate it. And thank you for being here. And thank you by saying that you like the style, that it's so me. And I'm glad that you like Susan to watch my work in progress. So I appreciate all of that. So let's go ahead and get back to work. So next up, we need to hunt down the most popular videos. By the way, if you want my music to be quieter or louder, let me know, and then I will make it quieter or louder for you. So let me know. Deborah says, I love this format. It goes a little slower and I can learn along with you. Hope you do lots more like this. I will plan on doing I could do these every day because I'm working. This is the stuff I'm doing every day. So if I could just go live and not put a lot of time into coming up with what's the title of this video going to be, what's the thumbnail going to look like, what's the description going to be, I got to make sure I'm all prepared. If I just expect me to go live every day and you're just going to see me working on something, I'll totally do it every day if you all like it. But if I go live and 2 people showed up, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because I'd just be by myself anyway. So thank you by saying love it, you're so real. So now we need to hunt down the most popular videos. So what I'm going to do is turn off the music because we need to watch some ASMR videos here. So what I did here is I just went to TikTok and I typed in AI ASMR, and then to get an idea of the kind of stuff that's out there. So it looks like, again, what they're doing is they're making, like you saw in the way ChatGPT is describing, like taking things that aren't supposed to be a thing, like denim cubes or fabric cubes or this little lemon dog. Do they have music? Here, let's... All right, that's pretty cute. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm going through to see what some of these are that are just very different. All right, there's a reason why that only got, well, how many views does this have? I feel like it shouldn't have very many views because a lot of the sounds in these things are not what it would actually sound like. Okay, that had, how does it work? I'm not really much of a TikToker, so when it says hearts, is that views? I don't know. Here's a bubble. Let's take a look at this. Okay, I get the idea. So I just had to watch a few of these. Here, let's watch this one up here. All right, pretty fascinating. I was kind of falling in a trance just watching these, so I can see how these can be extremely satisfying. So, okay, so these are popular. So what we can do here, and what's up, Robert? Thank you by saying happy birthday. Thank you for being here. My birthday is coming up on August 1st, and I will be 45 years young. Okay, so hunting down the most popular videos. So check that off. So now what I want to do is, and I recommend you do as well, this is where I'll go. I want to get into the habit of going back full screen in between each of my checkoffs on my to-dos, because then also I'm going to go back and watch this video myself and take notes off of what I'm doing. So you can do the same too. You can go back and watch the replay of this on YouTube. So anytime you scrub through the replay of this live stream on YouTube and you see that I go full screen, you know I'm basically recapping what that one to do was. I just made that up. Like that's how I think I'm going to be doing this. So, all right. So we just hunt down the most popular videos. What I did was went to TikTok first because it looked like the how much you can make per 1,000 views is much higher on TikTok than YouTube. Now, granted, when you make these videos, you can post them on TikTok, you can post them on YouTube, you can repost them on all the platforms. But I figured I would start with TikTok, and I just wanted to take a look at what the most current ones are, because ASMR videos that were made 9 months ago, yeah, they might have 20 million views, but they've been sitting on the platform for 9 months. This video that we're just looking at, where it was like the little tube being squished out, it was only posted not very long ago, like less than a month ago, way less than a month ago, and already has like 250,000 views. So it's going to be on track to making a lot of views. So I'm going to recommend going on TikTok to try to find these type of videos. And then once you do find a video in a style you like, then there's a book that I love to read. And one of my favorite books is this right here. It's called Steal Like an Artist, and it is by a guy called Austin Kleon. If you're interested in picking up a new book to read, and it's a real cool book too. Like it's got like a lot of this is my kind of book. It's got a lot of pictures and steps and all that kind of stuff to do. But basically, the whole idea is, it says, don't wait until you know who you are to get started. So for instance, with AI ASMR videos, you don't want to wait until you think you know what to do. Like, you just need to start doing it. So you need to see what's already out there that's working, use it as inspiration, and then just make what's working even better and maybe put your own little spin on it. So that's the whole idea of stealing like an artist. And then a little bit later, when we get into like when you would want to post this kind of stuff, there's another book he wrote called Show Your Work. And Show Your Work is just a complement of Steal Like an Artist. So I always keep those books handy because they're kind of good reminders about what you're doing. So let's go back here to what's up, what's up, Tool Wrangler? Thanks for being here. So okay, so the way that I am going to steal like an artist here, I'm going to just turn off my music for a little bit here because we're going to be listening to a lot of things. What I'm going to do is, first off, I'm going to download this video. Now, this is full disclaimer. You should not do this. This is, I don't think this is okay to do. So just between you and I, inside of AIville, I have a secret tool inside of AIville in the tools area. You have to kind of dig around to find it. We have like over 50 tools in here. We have like all the top AI, like large language models, all the top image tools and all that. And hidden right there in the middle, we have a video downloader. So what you can do is you can just drop in a link to like a TikTok video and, drop in a link to a TikTok video, and then it'll just download it to my computer without the watermarks and without all kinds of stuff on it. The reason I want to do that is because I want to pull up the video and then scrub through it and find one frame that I like and see if I can start by recreating that one frame, but making it a little bit better. So for instance, the video has been downloaded. So I'm gonna pull it up. So this is that TikTok video, but now it's just on my computer. So I can scrub through really slow and then just try to find, something that I like here. Kind of like this pig one. So I noticed that the nails in all of these little tubes match whatever's coming out. So like the nails are orange and the clownfish are orange. The nails are pink. The pig is pink. Grapes are green. Oh, nails messed up on that one. They should have made green nails. But okay, so let's say this one right here. So I'm going to stop it. And then now I'm going to screenshot it. So there's a tool that, you can, however you screenshot stuff on your computer. I use a tool called Droppler. It's like, what's it called? DROPLR. So I can just press a button and then I can screenshot whatever part of my screen I want. So I'm just going to screenshot this part. And then I got my image, and then I'm just going to bring the image to my computer, and I'll name this Piggy. Okay, so what we would want to do is we want to steal like an artist, meaning we want to make our video or our ASMR video way better looking than this one. So, how would we do that? Well, I don't know. How I always like to do everything is I go to the good old trusty ChatGPT, and then I will drop in the screenshot that I just took. And this is where you're just going to see me start kind of winging it. So this is me just trying to figure it out. So let me turn on my dictation thing. What am I going to say? I always think about what I'm going to say first. So I need to say, I want to make a viral AI ASMR video based off of this image, but I need my image to be much more intricate, detailed, and not look like I copied this one. That being said, if I want to create my own image based off of this one, what could be a ChatGPT-2 image prompt for me to use in a new conversation that could take this image and build off of it and make a much better, more intricate one for a viral AI ASMR video? I do know for sure I want the pig and the nails to match in color. Okay, so it's a hell of a prompt. So then now we just kind of see what ChatGPT comes up with. And again, for any of you that are liking this stuff, feel free to let me know in the chat if you're enjoying this or not. I mean, if you're not enjoying this, you're probably not, you probably left by now. So, okay, so it is going to say upload the reference image. Here, I'll zoom in so all of you can see this. And I can see it better too. Upload the reference image in a new ChatGPT conversation, and then basically say create an original ultra detailed vertical image for a viral ASMR video inspired by only by the general idea of a tiny transparent pig interacting with a cosmetic tube. Do not recreate the reference image exact pig design, camera angle, or pose or lighting. Show an elegant feminine hand gently squeezing. Okay, this is one hell of a prompt. I don't know, that this might be too much. I'm looking through it. You don't ever have to like take what it tells you and just say, oh, copy paste. Like sometimes it just gives you too much, and then you can kind of trim it down a little bit. But I'm just reading through it. It says a stronger alternative would be changing the pig from blush pink to a more ownable color concept like lavender opal or emerald glass or ice blue crystal. Okay, well, let's just see here. So I'm going to hit copy. That's too big of a prompt, I believe. But what I do is when I hit copy, I go in, I open up a new text document, and then I paste it in. And I just, because you're basically copying the whole conversation, but then I remove the beginning part and I remove the very end part. I feel like this is going to be too much of a prompt, but we're going to try. So if it's too much, then we'll know what to do next. So what I'm going to do is I like to use Higgs field when I'm doing anything with images and anything I'm doing with videos. And the reason for that is because they always have the latest models there. And instead of me having stuff all scattered all over the place, I like to keep it all in one place. We will, inside of AIville, eventually have image models and video models, but right now we don't. So I default to Higgs field for this. So I'm going to go to Higgs field and go to ChatGPT image 2. And then you can see I recreated a lot of influencers in a previous live stream thing that I did. But okay, so let me zoom in so you can see. Okay, so I'm going to here. I'm actually going to try something different. Open another. Okay, we'll come back to that later. Okay, So we are going to upload the little piggy that I did a screenshot of. And then once it gets uploaded, I'm just copying and pasting that prompt as is from ChatGPT. And I'm going to make sure that the format is 9 by 16. I'm going to leave the resolution at 2K because I never want to go overboard and blow through credits by making everything maximum resolution, because it could totally screw up the image, and the prompt just needs to be better. So this is me. This is like your first run through. Sometimes if I'm really serious about this, I will hit generate like twice. So then I will get 8 examples instead of 4. But we're going to wait and see what 4 examples come back with. So while we're doing that, let me just take a look at the chat. And Susan says, don't forget to like this live stream. Yep, definitely. If you hit the like button, and if you even hit the share button and then share it on social media or text it to somebody, or just say, oh my God, I can't believe what I'm seeing right now, or something like that, and share it on social, it really helps me out. And especially since I'm getting back into YouTube after being gone for like 50 days, I could use all the help I could get to get more people to come show up. So thank you for all of you that are just saying all this. I really appreciate it. I love that Horror Junkie just said, I'm enjoying the video so far, listening while at work. That is the whole idea and purpose of why I wanted to even do this live stream, was because I'm working right now, and I figured you all could work with me. And I'm glad that Horror Junkie said that. How many of you are actually working right now? That would be kind of cool to know. Okay, so here, this is insane. All right, so it did a good job, kind of. It definitely did intricate detail, but it is not making it look like the pig is coming out as the liquid. So knowing that ChatGPT 2 can totally do intricate detail, the prompt itself just needs to be improved. So that was an example of being too detailed. So something I like to do is sometimes I will try a very simple prompt. So let me try this prompt. This one will be, oh, sorry. Make a much better version of this image. Have the woman's hand wearing intricate nails that match the object. This will be used for an AI ASMR video. I also don't want the background to be gray. I'll say, make the background a pastel, I don't know, pastel color, pastel blue. I don't know, what would be good on like behind peak? Purple, I guess. I don't know. You know what? Thinking about that video, if you made a bunch of these and you're putting them all in one video, the background needs to be the same color. So maybe that's why this video had a lot of, it was just kind of looked like a slate color, I guess. Okay, so maybe a slate background. Okay, have the background be a light slate color. Okay, so we'll generate that. I like Sheila says, I'm not working, I'm just watching and listening. Tamara or Tamara Washington is working. Cool. Some of you are supposed to be working. I like that. Okay, so this is a great example of, you're not all, when you get into like prompting with AI, it's never actually going to come out the way you want it the first time. Not with images, not with videos, not with anything. And it usually takes a lot of iterations before you actually get what you want. So we just have to kind of wait. So while we're waiting, I'm just going to close some tabs out, because for those of you that know me, know that I get anxiety when I have like too many tabs going on, because I forget what tabs that I'm actually on. Okay, that was that was kind of funny one. That was a total fail. The video downloader, yeah, we won't need that again for this one. Okay, you all already know what AIville is. Okay. All right. Okay, this was way better because now we have intricate detail. It's a much better version, a level up, I think, than the original. I still feel like I have like quinoa in my teeth. Okay, so original is this one right here, and then my version is here on the right. So here, let's go. Just trying to find one that was still awesome. I just wish that actually looked like it was coming out as the as the thing. But this is good. I don't know what in the heck is floating around inside of the pig, but I would say this one's my favorite one. So I don't know if that is. It's intestines. I don't know, but okay. So now that let's say we got an image, what's really cool with Higgsfield is you can go from this and then just literally click turn to video. So you don't have to jump back and forth from. I swear I'll get whatever's in my teeth out of my teeth eventually. You'll never you don't have to worry about switching like back and forth all over their interface. They try to make it real easy for you to use. And we'll come to that in a second. So I am just going to download this so I have it on my computer. Actually, I'm going to do something else too now that I'm thinking about it, because I'm kind of curious now. Because I keep saying how I loved this, but it just wasn't all gel. Here, let's try this. Oh crap! I closed out one of the things that I was working on. Let's go back here and go back to the image prompt. Okay, so I will say I'm going to upload that image that was a fail, and I will say, take a look at this. This is what was generated with the prompt that you gave me, and it was a total fail because the pig should look like it is actually being molded from the gel, whereas in this image it looks like the gel is just being put into the pig. So what would be an updated prompt that I can use, taking the original image and just modifying it to just be more intricate and detailed? So I like to get a little antsy with ChatGPT. Oh, and it's going to try to generate an image. hopefully it just doesn't do that. It does do this a lot whenever you are trying to get it to like give you prompts for something. If it is about an image, it's just going to try to do the image for you, because it's basically, I feel like it's just ChatGPT is trained to always make you happy, and it caught itself and it was like, okay, nope, let's not make an image. And here it says, yes, the main problem is that the prompt let the model interpret the pig as a container being filled instead of the pig being formed out of the gel itself. So the updated prompt needs to be much more explicit about the transformation moment. Use this in a new conversation. And then it gave me the new prompt. Okay, so just for fun, oh, look at this. If you want, I can also give you a more viral or more exaggerated TikTok style version. Yeah, let's do that one. Number one. Let's just see what it comes up with. One of my favorite things in the world of AI is to brainstorm with AI about things. And I go down rabbit holes and open up doors of possibilities that I never thought was a thing. And it's really cool. But okay, now it's given us a more TikTok style prompt. I'm not even going to read it. I'm just going to try it. It's still one up in itself. If you want, I can give you a matching Higgsfield image to video prompt. So once you get the image right, you can animate it into a viral ASMR clip. So literally ChatGPT is giving you all of the instructions on exactly what to do. But you just have to know how to talk to it. Like, it wouldn't have done that if I wasn't arguing with it in the first place. So you have to argue with it a little bit and let it know that it screwed up. And then, um, okay, I'm actually looking at the prompt because I'm about to take the prompt and put it in, but I want to see what it did here. Create a viral. It gave me a shorter version for quick use. And yes, I believe shorter versions are going to be better than the long detailed versions. So here, let's just take the short version and we're going to go back into Higgsfield because again, I liked this. So I don't want to give up on it yet. So we're going to just see what it can do here. Generate. Oh crap, I generated 8 of them. Oops. Well, we're going to get 8 good examples or 8 very bad examples here. Question comes in. Do you think this will work on Claude? Absolutely. What I'm showing you can work on whatever your favorite AI tool is. You're going to find with me, with Chat, when you see me demoing stuff on my YouTube channel, I'm always going to default to ChatGPT because I'm trying to help as many people as I possibly can in the world use AI, and ChatGPT is always the easiest, lowest barrier to entry, easiest for anyone to use. They're not overwhelmed with all the features and changes and upgrades and stuff that like other tools like Claude is doing. So yeah, you can, if you're a Claude user, you can totally do these prompts in Claude, and you'll get very similar results. I will say though, when you want to do prompts that are related to images, ChatGPT could have a little bit of an unfair advantage because ChatGPT has ChatGPT Image 2.0. So it kind of knows how to prompt for images, but you can try it. Okay, so it made a bunch of images, but these are still, they're almost like way too over the top, I think, for an ASMR video. I could be wrong. I mean, it's got little jewels and stuff on it. I don't know. I kind of like the simple one that was made with just a little bit more detail. I just don't understand what that little thing is floating in the middle of it. So yeah, I wonder, I haven't tried this. If I don't like that little thing floating in the middle of it on Higgsfield, if I can hit reference. Okay, so it pulls up that image. I will say, remove that weird little thing that's floating in the middle of the pig. The way I talk to AI is not like how most people talk, because I talk to it like I'm 5 years old usually, but I also feel like it really helps and it does a really good job doing that. So you might want to try that if you haven't done it already. So I'm just trying to see if we can remove that little whatever that thing is in there, because that just bothers me. And if it can't remove it, that's fine. We'll just leave it in there, but we'll see. Let's see, were there any other questions? By the way, when I'm doing these work with me sessions, anytime I'm like waiting for AI to do something, I will always take a look at the chat and then just see if anyone has any questions here. Someone says, I love how you talk ChatGPT. I need to use my whisper. Is there a trick to it? Not really. So if you go to, just look up whisper flow and, oh, look at this. Sorry. It removed the little thing that was in the middle of the pig that I didn't like. And it actually made it look even cooler. It looks like there's like this universe of sparkles inside the pig. So I really like this one. So we are going to download that one. I'm glad that worked. I never used that feature in Higgsfield where if it made an image and you didn't quite like something in it, if you ever need to edit it, just hit that reference button and then you can edit it. So let's go ahead and say Piggy. Sorry, you can't see it, but I just saved it to my computer. Okay. Sorry, I was answering a question. Oh, about Whisperflow. So the way I use Whisperflow is all you do is you just once you install it on your computer, sorry, you're probably not gonna be able to see this because it's small, but you just go, there's a lot of ways you can use it and a lot of cool setups and shortcuts you can use. But for me, I just go to the settings and then I just go to shortcuts and then I just make push to talk a button I don't normally press on my keyboard. So in this case, it's the function button. And what I do is I don't like the hands-free thing because sometimes I forget about it. So I have it the function button and I just press and hold the function button while I'm speaking and then I let off of it and then it formats it exactly the way I want it for whatever platform you're in. So if you're in something to do a prompt, it formats as a prompt. If you are in an email platform, it'll format to be like an email. Okay. So where was I? We stole the style like an artist. Took a little while, but we got there. So now we need to experiment with my first video. So to do that, obviously, we can just click the turn to video. That seems like that could probably be the best option to do. Again, I always keep an empty notepad document on my computer at all times. This is just like a little tip for the way I work. So what I do is I just minimize it. See, here's another one that just has a whole prompt in there, but we didn't need that, so I'll close that one out. So we'll just delete that. But we got this empty document here. So anytime that I'm in an AI tool and I need to copy a prompt, then I hit the copy button and then I just pull up my empty little document that I've got and I paste it in and then I come and kind of trim it however I need to trim it. So that's how I copy and paste and use prompts for everything in the world of AI. Okay, so actually, here, check this out. So how I was talking about, I like to use ChatGPT for literally everything, like taking pictures of stuff and saying, what button is this? Like in a car that I've never been in and stuff like that. It just said, if you want, I can give you a matching Higgs field image to video prompt. Before I say yes, I'm curious what happens if I hit turn to video. So let me just hit turn to video. Okay, it's trying to take me to some cinema studio. I don't want that. It's trying to give me all kinds of other things. I don't want that. You can see the other videos that I made where I was doing voice changing stuff in a gym video, but we won't worry about that. I'll say, let's see. So it took me right to create a video and it has Kling 3.0 as the image, as the video model. However, I know there's more video models. So there's a whole lot more video models. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to screenshot all of the video models that it has because I don't know which video model is going to be best for this like Higgs field, AI, viral AI video ASMR thing. Sorry, they are cutting concrete outside my office again now on the street. So if it's loud, I apologize. Okay, so I'm going to say, yes, that would be amazing for you to give me a matching Higgs field image to video prompt. So it can animate it into a viral ASMR clip. However, I want to make sure that we pick the right video model. Take a look at this screenshot that I'm uploading and tell me which video model we need to choose to make the highest quality, best, most viral AI ASMR video for TikTok and explain why that's so great first. Sorry, I think my brain is starting to wind down a little bit. So, okay, so then I just pasted a screenshot of all of the video models that are on Higgs field. So that's what I love about AI now is it does it's such a good job at like reading text in images that you upload to it. And so I'm always like screenshotting interfaces and all kinds of stuff and like where do I go from here? What button do I press? And all that kind of stuff. So here we go. Choose CDance 2.0 4K. Okay, before I read too much into this, I want to make sure that is actually on the list here. So if I go to video, yep, That it is actually, it was their top model, CDance 2.0 4K. So we're going to click on that. So now it just changed. The video model is CDance 2.0 4K. We can upload an image. We can give it a prompt. We have all kinds of stuff here. So again, I don't know what I don't know. So I'm going to say, I'm going to screenshot just this portion. And then I'm going to say, well, first let's read why it says CDance. For this concept as the strongest model in your Higgs field list, your video depends on 4 difficult things happening at once, preserving extremely fine details in the nails, figure, I don't even know what that means, sparkles, translucent pig, aiming, thick gel, believable weight, stretch, a lot of other words I can't pronounce. CDance 2.0 4K gives us the best overall combination for that job. Why it is the best choice? It starts with native 4K generation. That matters more here than it would for an ordinary TikTok because your visual contains tiny gemstones, micro bubbles, metallic engraving, glossy nails, internal particles. Okay. 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 I just trust it. It sold me on it. So, okay. I will say, sounds great. Oh, sorry. I don't want to type. Oh, don't want to do that either. Okay, hang on. Now, what I'm doing is uploading a screenshot of the interface on where we can input a prompt after I've uploaded the image of the little piggy coming out of the gel tube. There's also some other features that I don't quite know to select, which we can get to after the prompt. So just be aware of that. First off, now that you know where the prompt box is, give me a prompt to put in there and don't go overboard. Just give me what needs to give me the best possible output. Okay, now I need to paste that screenshot in. And what I was referring to was, here's the prompt. So it knows like, here's the prompt box. And then like really what I didn't really understand was the bit rate. I don't know, like, do I really need a high bit rate or not? So just to walk you through what this is. So if we zoom in, this is where, well, first let's upload the media. So I'm going to drop little piggy in here and drop little piggy in there and try it again. Drop little piggy in there. It's got to go through a verification process, I guess. And come on, little piggy. It's being verified. I can select it once the verification completes. Man, it's never done that before. So let's see. Oh, looks like little piggy passed verification. So we're good. All right. Probably the reason why they have that verification stuff in there is so people can't do what I did back in March, where I was making videos of Dolly Parton instead of me sitting at my desk talking. Okay, so, all right. I'm getting a little carried away there. Okay, so we 8 seconds. However, most of the videos, remember, were 9 seconds. So we're going to make it 9 seconds. When we were looking at the videos that were making the most money and all that, was 9 seconds. And then the format, I know I'm going to want 9:16 because that's short form. Quality, again, I'll leave it at 1080 just to make sure it's going to make the right video. But then we can always up it to 4K once it makes a good video. The bit rate, I wasn't quite sure on high bit rate or standard, but we'll see what it tells me. Okay, so I just uploaded that image, which, by the way, for those of you that are just kind of working alongside me, which, by the way, are for those of you that are hanging out with me, can you just in the chat on, like, in one word, can you describe in one word what you think of this work with me session right now? I used to always ask for, like, give me a 1 to 10 rating, but one word would be better because then I can understand, like, how'd you like this or not like it? Okay, so paste this in the prompt box. So I'm not even going to read it all. If you want next, I can help you choose the best settings for the other options on that screen so you don't waste a generation. Absolutely, that's what I need. So first, let me paste that prompt in my little notepad here because I don't want to lose that prompt. Okay, so this is that prompt that it just gave me. So we will use that in a second, but I'm not going to run it yet because I want to see what it's going to tell me for the settings. Yes, I definitely need to know the best settings and other options on the screen so I don't waste a generation. Thank you, Howard, by saying unique. That's a really good way to describe the live stream. It is unique. It's very unique and a way of me having to do it like this because I've never done anything like this. What I like is the words that you're all saying right now. So how Sheila says understandable and fabulous and authentic, because I was hoping that everything would be understandable and it wouldn't bore the hell out of all of you. Because usually when I do my videos and my live streams, I'm very high energy. I'm very over the top. I try to be at least. But I've noticed when I go back and watch some of those live streams, I feel like I'm putting on a show. And I don't want to feel like I'm putting on a show for you because I'm not. I just want to teach you stuff and show you some cool stuff and kind of get to know you and all that. So the way you hear me talk now and the way that I'm working, like this is normal Chris that you're getting. So I'm glad that you're all liking it. Okay, for this exact ASMR shot, okay, best is obviously 4K, but I still don't want to do 4K yet. Sound, leave it on. Duration, 8 seconds is ideal for this kind of clip. Long enough for the pig to finish forming, short enough to reduce weird drift, warping, or over animation. Do not go longer on the first generation. That's a great idea. That middle auto setting, best if I set it to 9:16, which is what I did. Resolution, first test should be 1080p. That's what I did. And then the final render should be 4K. That's what I recommended. Bitrate high because it preserves glossy details, sparkles. That's what I was wondering. Okay, and then elements, do not use it on the first run. Keep it simple. We will use it later if we need to enforce something. Okay. So then it gave me the final kind of rundown. Okay. Very important note. There's option later for motion strength, creativity, or image adherence. You want higher image adherence, structure, preservation. Did I say it right? Preservation, moderate motion, not extreme creativity. Okay. So we'll back this back down to 8 seconds because that's what I recommended, and left everything else the same. And let's go ahead and run it. Oh, shoot, not run it. I didn't put a prompt in. Let's hit delete. That didn't work. Well, I don't know what it would have done. Here, I got to put the prompt in. There. Use the upload image as the visual reference. Preserve the same blah, 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 blah. Create an ultra-satisfying macro video. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and run it with the prompt. And this is where it might take a minute because we are making a video out of an image. And you saw how I did it. If you kind of scrubbing around through this, like you're watching the replay of this and you're missing how all this came together. I use ChatGPT for everything. I run everything by ChatGPT. If it is like knows everything about everything, I will take screenshots of interfaces and drop it in, say what setting should I pick. And then I have it always explain to me why it's telling me what to do. So keep that in mind. And see what else can we kind of chat about while we're generating here. Oh, this is something I'm working on. This was a tab I forgot to close, so I might as well just show you since it's all here. One of the things that I have been doing quietly for the last month is I'm rebuilding a workshop that is going to run automatically every day. And the workshop is all about the AI gold rush. And I'm showing people 21 different ways they can make money with AI. And these are the 21 ways right here. You could be a music producer, an animator, a voiceover artist, so on and so on. Some of you might have seen an older version of that workshop before. Well, what I'm doing, so I've already recorded that workshop that we are going to be running. And yes, there will be an affiliate referral program. You all could be able to get paid to refer people to that workshop and all that. But a lot of upcoming videos that I'm going to be doing, these aren't going to necessarily be work with me videos. They could be. It depends on how these work with me sessions turn out. But I'm going to be making videos for you on how to make AI songs, how to make AI animation stories, how to clone your voice with AI, how to create an AI influencer, how to make AI UGC videos, create professional AI art, all this stuff. And one of the things on here, or one of the things that are not on here, is how to make AI ASMR videos. So what you're seeing right now is me learning how to do it. I'm going to go back and watch this work with me session myself and take notes while I'm watching myself work. And then I'm going to put together an official, like start to finish. Here's how to make AI ASMR videos. Step 1, step 2, step 3. There you go. You're done. There's your blueprint. So I've got I already have blueprints in place for all of these, but I want to go recreate the videos for those and reteach these because a lot of these have new models now. A lot of these have different tools that are better than the tools I originally recommended. So a lot of this is going to, all of this is going to be happening on my YouTube channel. So keep an eye on my YouTube channel for my YouTube content because then we got a lot of stuff to do. Okay. So while we're still waiting for the generation here, let's go ahead and take a look at a little more of these. We picked up on Joanne said authentic. Thank you, Joanne. And thank you, Jonathan, by saying fascinating, intriguing, informative, knowledgeable. These are all really good words. I appreciate these words. Thank you for all of that. Thank you, Mike, by saying seeing how you work is as instructive as seeing what you're working on. I like that. I always love learning by viewing how it's done. You so cool. I appreciate it. Okay, so I don't want to obviously end this work with me session until we see what video comes out of this, but I will say I probably have a hard cutoff here in about 10 minutes because I have a meeting I have to go to and I have to drive to the meeting. So I have to like close down things here in my office and all that in a minute. But I just wanted to let you know, for those of you that might be watching this and wondering, how long is this guy going to work for? I've got about 10 more minutes and then I'll wrap it up. And then I'm going to be working more tomorrow. I work every day of the week. So tomorrow, I might, I'm thinking, I haven't thought about this yet. Let me think here. Let me drink my thinking water. Let's see. What's my schedule tomorrow? Let me look. My schedule tomorrow. Oh, I go to the barber at 10:40. Can't you tell? I need a haircut. I don't think I've ever gone live. I've never been on camera or anything without my hats because they're my lucky hats. I wear them. You want to know one of the big reasons why I wear my hat? I like to wear these hats because it's almost like it's like an invisible cloak. Like when you're a kid and you're really nervous about something, at least I was always like very nervous, very shy, not a don't like to speak very much in public when I was a kid, still very difficult. But you always put those like I don't know, capes on and stuff, and you felt like a superhero, or you covered yourself in like a blanket and you felt like you're invisible. I feel like when I put these hats on, I'm like, it's go time. Like I am here to help people. And it's kind of like part of my whole thing. So, but I do have hair under here and I am getting my haircut tomorrow. I would say tomorrow, for those of you who want to write this down, I haven't scheduled it yet. It'll be the same time as today. So 2 p.m. Central Time. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on notifications, because tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central, I will go live again, and it will be another Work With Me session. And I will continue on what we're working on now, because I want to put a whole compilation. I want to create a bunch of AI ASMR videos. What we're seeing right now and what we're going to attempt to create, which, by the way, it has been created. So we're going to watch it in a second and see if it was a total fail or not. Here, I'm going to download to my computer so it'll be easier to watch than on the internets. So we're going to end here in a minute watching what was produced with this Work With Me session, knowing I knew nothing about this, an hour ago. So we'll see how it worked out. And tomorrow I will continue with this, and we will make some more AI ASMR videos. I want to try some with people in it, like with people's faces, talking, like how you saw that one girl at the very beginning that was trying to eat like glass fries, but everything was going wrong. Like, it just sounded weird. She wasn't saying the right words. The fry exploded when she took a bite, but yet that video got 22 million views. I want to see if we can make a video that includes somebody doing something where you see them and they're over the top realistic, but everything is just over the top. The best ASMR video you've ever seen. That's what I want to try to create tomorrow. Today, I just want to figure out what the heck all this AI ASMR stuff was. And I think we got it. So I think I'm about to hit play on this video, and we're going to find out how that goes. So let's go ahead and share my screen here. And thank you, Michael, by saying we're thrilled, whatever time you're willing to spare. 2 p.m. Central tomorrow. I will definitely be here, and you're very welcome for all of you. And Central Time is the best time. I agree. I'm born and raised in Central Time. So before we hit play on the video here, we are going to check off experiment with my first video. And we actually did dig into how much money we can make with this, because that was actually in the very first prompt that we ran. It was, it broke down how you could make up to $3,000 a month, how you could make up to $15,000 a month, how you could make up to $50,000 a month with AI ASMR videos. So if you're interested in the money side of things, you can go back and watch the beginning of this, and you can, see all of that. And so we're going to check that off. And that actually will have completed my to-do list for today, which I'm glad we were able to finish all of that. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to end on checking out the video. So here was the original. Now, this could be, this could be an absolute total fail. And if it is, which I would say 9 chances out of 10, this is probably a total fail, because we have to learn as we go. And again, I didn't even know what this stuff was an hour ago. So, and I just made a video. So this is the original. So let's go back and just kind of watch the original again. We're just going to watch the piggy part. Okay. So, and I already see where we messed up on this one, but okay. Well, let me go ahead and just make sure the audio's on. Okay, I feel like mine's going to suck because it's not coming out of the tube. It's already out of the tube. So we'll see. Hang on. Okay, that wasn't too bad for my first attempt, but I already know exactly what I need to go back to ChatGPT and say, and I ran out of time today to be able to do it, but tomorrow I'm going to pick right back up where we left off with literally what you're even seeing on my screen, and I'm going to show you what went wrong, why it went wrong, and then how to fix it. And then we're going to make a bunch more of these tomorrow, because doing all kinds of different things. So if you want to come to tomorrow's live stream and work with me and study with me, bring some ideas with you so you can let me know in the chat what you would like to see an ASMR video of, and we'll even come up with things out of thin air also. But I already know how we can fix this. But right away, the biggest thing that I wanted to make sure we could do is make a video that took what was working, but then add so much more detail and realism and just a much better version of what was already out there. This was what was already out there, and this is what we are very close to executing. So, anyway, that is all I got for you today. And I really appreciated all of you for taking the time to come here and work with me and hang out with me on this live stream. It's been, again, over like 50 days since I've been here on YouTube. Sorry if I still feel like I have something in my tooth. So I'll have to go back and see if it was on camera the whole time or not. But I just want to thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to be here with me and to support me and always show up, because if it wasn't for you showing up and then saying stuff in the chat, it's very hard for me to do this. It's very hard for me to turn on my camera, share my screen, do what I just did today and kind of walk through everything and fail publicly, but then figure out how to fix it and then talk about it. So this is a whole new kind of chapter in my education to you on YouTube, starting with today. So tomorrow we're going to do more of it. And the only way I can get better at it is I just got to do more of it. So thank you so much for being here. And I will see you tomorrow on my Work With Me session. Thank you. I'll talk to you soon.